Art History Books, Organizations, Jobs, and College Departments. Chapter 1. Art History Books. A list of books about artists. mystudios.com/sources.html. Manet by Patricia Wright. Complete Paintings of Manet by Paolo Lecaldano. Manet by Sarah Cargam. Manet by Françoise Caquin. Manet by himself by Juliet Wilson Berria. Van Goghs by Richard Kendall. Rembrandt by himself by Christopher White. Rembrandt's Women by Julia Lloyd-Williams. Rembrandt a Genuus and His Impact by Albert Blanquert. Raphael the Paintings by Conrad Oberhuber. Lorenzo Lotto by David Allen Brown. Dali by Robert Descarnes. Matisse by Sophie Monherat. Monet by Sophie Monherat. Van Gogh by Francis Miralles. Modigliani Gramercy. Modigliani by Werner Schmallenbuch. Modigliani by José Maria Faerna. Modigliani by Doris Christoph. Renoir by Sophie Monherat. Women, Art, and Society by Whitnett Chadwick. Dictionary of Art Terms by Edward Lucy Smith. Hopper by Ivo Kranzfelder. Corot by Gary Tintereau. Degas Beyond Impressionism by Richard Kendall. Private Collection of Degas by Anne Dumas. Metropolitan Lives by Rebecca Zurier. Matisse a Retrospective by John Elderfield. Cézanne by Françoise Caquin. Picasso The Early Years by Marilyn McCulley. Picasso and Portraiture by William Rubin. Impressionism and Post-Impressionism by Marina Bessonova. Goya by Enriqueta Harris. Goya Caprichos by Max Seidel. George Bellows by Michael Quick. Velázquez Technique of Genius by Jonathan Brown. Goya by Patricia Wright. Picasso by Danielle Boone. Matisse by Gerard de Rozoy. Kathy Kollwitz by Elizabeth Preelinger. Support My Studios. Dictionary of Art and Artists by Herbert Reed. Vermeer The Complete Works by Arthur Wheelock. A Study of Vermeer by Edward Snow. Vermeer's Camera by Philip Stedman. Rembrandt's Eyes by Simon Schama. Rebel in a Frock Coat by Beth Brombert. The Arena Chapel Frescoes by James Stubblebine. Conversations with Cézanne by Michael Doran. Manet's Le Déjeuner sur l'Herbe by Paul Tucker. Man and Myth by Jean Modigliani. The Scrovegna Chapel by Bruce Cole. Van Gogh and Gauguin by Deborah Silverman. Last Flowers of Manet by Robert Gordon. Giotto by Francesca Flores de Arceus. Van Meegeren's Faked Vermeers by Dr. Cormans. Master Art Forger by John Godley. Han van Meegeren by D. Kraai Poel. Art A Crash Course by Julian Freeman. False Impressions by Thomas Hoving. Women Artists by Margaret Barlow. Women Artists by Nancy Heller. Van Gogh Face to Face by Roland Dorn. Gustav Kaelbot by Anne Distel. Goya by Janice Tomlinson. Paintings of Paul Cézanne, Vol. No. 1 by John Rewald. Paintings of Paul Cézanne. Vol. No. 2 by John Rewald. Cézanne by Henri Lallemand. Greatest Works of Art by Thomas Hoving. Monet A Retrospective by Charles Stuckey. Masters of Impressionism by Truan Copplestone. Peter Bruegel by Christian Voringer. Artemisia Gentilesca by Mary Gerard. Impressionists in Winter by Charles Moffat. Impressionists on the Seine by Eliza Rathbone. Painting of the Romantic Era by Norbert Wolff. Painting of the Baroque by Andreas Prater. Painting of the Gothic Era by Robert Suckle. Impressionists at Argenteuil by Paul Hayes Tucker. O'Keeffe by Britta Benck. Sheila by Reinhard Steiner. Lempicka by Jill Narette. The Story of Painting by Sister Wendy. Masters of Light by Jonith Spicer. The Prado Museum by Aluzisandro Betogno. Art History Book Websites. arthistoricum.net. portal.getty.edu/portal/landing, Getty Research Portal, digitized art history texts in the public domain. britishmuseum.org/research_publications/online_publications/handbook_collection.aspx, handbook to the collections of Sir Orlstein in the UK 2008. scholarworks.ku.edu, ScholarWorks, University of Kansas, Open Access. metmuseum.org/research/metpublications/about-metpublications, scholarworks.iu.edu, kb.osu.edu, asia.si.edu, britishmuseum.org/research/research_publications/online_research_publications/sir_oral_stein.aspx, Sir Orlstein Proceedings of the British Museum, scholarspace.manoa.hawaii.edu, publishing.cdlib.org/yucca Press eBooks, University of California Press eBooks Collection. Chapter 2. Art History Organizations. Art History Organizations. aah.org.uk, Association of Art Historians. aam-us.org, American Alliance of Museums. ariah.info, Association of Research Institutes in Art History. collegeart.org, College Art Association. Christus Rex, works of art preserved in churches, cathedrals, and monasteries all over the world. christusrex.org. International Center of Medieval Art, medievalart.org. International Post-Dogmatist Group, postdogmatist.com. Masser Realist Society, international combination of mass media-related art, such as pop art, and surrealist imagery. mosssurrealism.com. Chapter 3. Art History College and Jobs. Art History Graduate Student Money/Fellowship Websites. aauw.org. acls.org/grants/default.aspx?ID =516. aiar.org/fellowships.html number sign list. ajsnet.org/berman.hdm. alianza.denverartmuseum.org/page =awards. americanantiquarian.org/aca fellowship.hdm. americanart.si.edu/education/opportunities-fellowships.cfm. americanmodernists.org. amphilsoc.org/grants/resident.hdm. apsanet.org/content_19585.cfm. archives.alabama.gov. arthist.net/archive/1773. artintranslation.org. artsandsciences.virginia.edu/woodson/fellowship/predoc.html. asccs.press.jhu.edu/awards.html. autrinationalcenter.org/butcher_scholar.php. bibsocamer.org/default.htm. bostonathenaeum.org/fellowships.html number sign fellowships. brandeis.edu/mhb. cartermuseum.org. cartermuseum.org/library/davidson-family-fellowship. Center for Global Understanding.org/y_intern_4.php. cfuw.org/english/fellowship.html. clements.umich.edu/services.html number sign price. clir.org/fellowships/melon/melon.html. collegeart.org/fellowships. costumesocietyamerica.com. ecommerce.saa.org. english.uwosh.edu/roth/ncsa. filsonhistorical.org/fellowships.html. 5colleges.edu/academic_programs/academy prague_fellowship.html. 5colleges.edu/sites/fcwsrc. frick.org/center/fellowships.htm. fsu.edu/napoleon/perspective.htm number sign financial. garveyfoundation.com. gdnt.ukla.edu/asis/grapes/detail.asp?record no =193. getty.edu/grants. gilderlehrman.org/historians/fellowship1.html. graduatestudies.concordia.ca/awards/index.php. grahamfoundation.org. hagley.lib.de.us/grants.html. hcl.harvard.edu/libraries/hoden/public_programs/visiting_fellowships.cfm. henry.moore.ac.uk. historicnewengland.org. hamel.org. hnoc.org. hrc.utexas.edu/research/fellowships. huntington.org/research/div/fellowships.html. imamuseum.org. invention.smithsonian.org/resources/research_fellowships.aspx. iowahistory.org/publications/the-annals-of-research-grants-for-authors.html. kosciuszkofoundation.org. cressfoundation.org. cressfoundation.org/2earfell.html. lcweb.lo/c.gov/r/print/swan/swanhome.html. lib.ua.edu/libraries/hool. library.miami.edu/chc/services/fellowships/index.html. librarycompany.org/fellowships. locgov/hr/employment/index.php. action equals cmain.show-fellowships. longfellowfriends.org/index.php. malevichsociety.org. mani.co.uk/ashahs. manuscript.org/mossgrant.html. maphistory.info/grants.html. marbl.library.emory.edu. marybaycreadylibrary.org/collections/fellowships.jhtml. masshist.org. masshist.org/fellowships. masshist.org/fellowships. mceas.org/dissertationfellowships.htm. mceas.org/fellowships.htm. mceas.org/zuckerman.htm. mdhs.org/library/fellowship.html. medievalacademy.org. medievalacademy.org/grants/grad student_grants_shalike.htm. metmuseum.org/education/conservation.html. metmuseum.org/education/fellowship.html. montgomeryhistory.org. encartmuseum.org. nafc.org. newberry.org/research/fells/hp/fellowshome.html. nga.gov/education/intern.htm #graduate. nga.gov/resources/kva.htm. nha.org. noctarel.edu/cfcs. nsl.org/fellowship.html. numismatics.org. newyorkhistory.org/library/fellowships. nypl.org/short-term-research-fellowships. pbk.org/infoview/pbk_t=t=id=28. pdsaurus.org. philadelphiaathenaeum.org. philadelphiamuseum.org/cfa?page=4. phmc.state.pa.us. plaza.ufl.edu/mhide/heka. princeton.edu/rbsc/f_ships.html. printinghistory.org/htm/fellowship. programs.ssrc.org/idrf. sah.org. scriptorium.lib.duke.edu/grants.html. scriptorium.lib.duke.edu/women/granta.nn.html si.edu si.edu/research+study slu.edu/libraries/vfl smu.edu/meadows/areas of study/art history/graduate studies.aspx ssrc.org/fellowships/dpdf-fellowship stonewalljackson.org/fellowship.mgi terraamericanart.org/grants/publication terraamericanart.org/index.asp terraamericanart.org/scholarship/fellowships theccwh.org theihs.org themuseum_art_museum_jobs_fellowship.aspx theworld.com/nessa trincoll.edu/academics/deno-f-faculty/and-plato-fellowship.htm tulane.edu/rhc/history.htm uha.udayton.edu ulibi.niu.edu/araribooks/fellowships.cfm uschs.org uwm.edu/libraries/agsl/fellowships.html uw-madison-ces.org/funding.htm vavh.org vintertour.org vintertour.org/?p=418 wolfsonian.fiu.edu wolfsonian.fiu.edu/education/research/index.html woodrow.org/fellowships/index.php woodrow.org/melon woodrow.org/newcomb woodrow.org/women's-studies wsu.edu/campbell-d/warden/index.html ycba.yale.edu/education/edu_fellowships.html Art History Job Websites arthistoryjobs.com nd.edu/crozenb/jobs.html, Art Historians arthistoryjobs.com Art History Jobs arthistoryresources.net/artlinks.html, Art History Resources on the web globalmuseum.org Global Museum rci.rutgers.edu/cswebpg/marthistory.html, Art History uncwill.edu/staff/careers/majors/art-history.htm, Art History efn.org/acd/resources.html, the website is still there, list of internship programs throughout the U.S. The New York Foundation for the Arts newyorkfa.org Action with Borders idealist.org Searchable databases for jobs and internships departmenttest.washington.edu/ci-rgeweb/c/research/phds-in-art-history %signee 2% 80% 94 over a decade later ph.ds in art history over a decade later asarts.gov/opportunities/jobs.htm, Arizona Commission on the Arts cac.ca.gov/jobs, California Arts Council careerjet.com/art-historian-jobs.html washingtonpost.com/blogs/answersheet/posts/how art history majors power the US economy /2012/01/06/Jakov36HP_blog.html Some art history college departments bc.edu/bc_org/avp/cas/fnart brynmawr.edu/hart cwu.edu/artsci/arth/arth.html clemusart.com cia.edu columbia.edu/cu/arthistory cofc.edu/arthistory arts.cornell.edu/highstart/index.htm emory.edu/heart, fsu.edu/arh, fas.harvard.edu/horti, arthist.jhu.edu, art.muohio.edu, wcas.northwestern.edu/arthistory, nyu.edu/pages/fine-arts, history-of-art.osu.edu, arthistory.psu.edu, princeton.edu/artarch, arts.rice.edu, arthistory.rutgers.edu, stanford.edu/department/art, visualstudies.buffalo.edu, temple.edu/tyler/arthist.html, humnet.ukla.edu/humnet/arthist/arthistoryhome.html, ls.berkeley.edu/department/arthistory/index.html, hnet.cui.edu/arthistory, arthistory.ucsc.edu, humanities.uchicago.edu/art, colorado.edu/finearts/arthistory, udel.edu/arthistory, uiowa.edu/arthist, umich.edu/heartspc/highstart, arthist.umn.edu, aha.missouri.edu, unm.edu/art department 2/art_history, unc.edu/departments/art, nd.edu/art, arthistory.upenn.edu, haa.pitt.edu, utexas.edu/cofa/a_a, virginia.edu/art, artci.wstl.edu/arta/rch/index.html, williams.edu/gradart, yale.edu/arthistory/index.html, britishinstitute.it, arct.cam.ac.uk/hoa, arth.concordia.ca, cortald.ac.uk/pages/indexframe.html, hist.msu.ru/departments/art/index.htm, ouc.bc.ca/fr, ox.ac.uk/cgi-bin/contact/nawa-ce units ?arthist, maldura.unipd.it/artemisica/index.html, paris4.sorbonne.fr/html/formatini/ufr/art/index.htm, leidenuniversity.nl/index_e.html, kuleuven.ac.be/facedep/arts/algenefo/welcome.htm, bris.ac.uk/departments/arthistory, essex.ac.uk/arthistory, fa.hku.hk, art.man.ac.uk/arthist/home.htm, museum.man.ac.uk// whitworth.man.ac.uk, sfcia.uniml.edu.au, cofa.unsw.edu.au/units/arth, uq.edu.au/arthistory, uniroma1.it/isa/index.htm, library.utoronto.ca/www/fine_art/index.htm, research, skidmore.edu/arthistory/index.php,